Hi, this is Bill for Sparky channel. This is a regular single pole switch. It controls one light, turns it on and off. Let's say that this switch is in a doorway and this light is in the middle of the room, but there's another entrance. So you would really like another switch at the second doorway. So what you need to do is change from a single pole switch to three-way switches. You'd run from here, 20 feet or whatever you would need to get the right location for your second switch. So what I'd like to do today is show you how to convert this single pole switch into a three-way switch system. And I'm just going to put the other three-way switch right over here, but the wiring will be exactly the same as if the wiring was going 20 feet. The hookups and the wiring are exactly the same. This video is for educational purposes only, and only those competent in electrical wiring should attempt this wiring. Make sure the electricity is off prior to starting. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the circuit breaker, and I'm going to remove this switch. I can double check to make sure the electricity's off, and you can test all these different wires, and it's confirming that the electricity is off. So the power comes in this way. It goes to this switch right here, and it goes out right here up to the light. You always break the hot wire. You never break the neutral wire, which is back here just in the back of the box. And then we have ground wires, but you always break the hot wire. We're going to go ahead and take this off. This is a single pole switch. You have two brass terminals and one green ground screw, and that's it. And we'll have to take out this knockout here. We have this plug right here knocked out. It's for 1/2 inch EMT. And we have a lock ring for this side. So now let's discuss the wires that we need to run from this box to our new three-way switch box to convert these to three-way switches from a single pole switch on this side. We have a ground wire, which is okay. You can run a ground wire, but in this instance, it isn't really necessary because the EMT serves as a ground or GEC here. So you don't really need a ground wire, but I think it's better if you do, just to make sure as a redundant method of grounding. Then we have a neutral wire. In some instances, the neutral wire is not required in both of these boxes when you have EMT. But it's a good idea because later on, if you put in a smart switch, you will need a neutral wire, so we might as well put it in now. We have the red and black traveler wires, and that is for a three-way switching. And we have a blue wire, which is going to go from the common terminal, which is the black terminal on this three-way switch, to the light. So it will bring power to the light in a switched manner. All in all, we have 5 wires that need to go through here. Really, there's only 3 essential in every case, but we're going to go ahead and run all 5. Okay, now we've run our 5 wires, and we got the black and the red traveler wires right here. Okay, we got the blue for the common wire going from the common of the three-way switch to the power for the light. That's our blue wire. We got our white neutral wire right here. This is just going to be capped off in here. We don't need it right now unless we get a smart switch. Then we'll need might need the white neutral wire. And then we have the ground right here. The three-way switch has two brass terminals. These are for the traveler wires. One black terminal. This is a common wire for the power. The power is coming from below here. This is your power wire. We call it a line wire. Goes to the black common terminal. We put the ground wire around the green terminal and we tighten it securely. Then we'll take the neutral and we'll put it into the lever connector. These are ideal lever connectors. We'll put it right in there like that, close it up, push it back into the back of the box. Okay, the ground wire is going to go to this lever connector here, and we're going to put it right in here, all the way in, and close it down. Okay, then I will push it back into the back of the box. Okay, so we take the black load wire that goes to the light and the blue common wire, and we'll put this in the lever connector all the way. Click it down, okay, and the black load wire, click it down. Okay, we got a good connection there. We test it out, put it back into the back of the box. We have the power wire. This is called the line wire. It's bringing the energy into the box. This is a line wire, and we're going to put that to the black common screw. Okay, put that right in here. Tighten it down securely. Now we have the traveler wires. The traveler wires go to the brass terminals of a three-way switch. And I'm going to put the red on the top, like that. Tighten it down securely. I'll put the black on the bottom. And I haven't forgotten about the mud rings. The mud rings can go on. I can still get them on, but I wanted to leave them off for now. When I get all the wiring done, I'll go over the whole thing. So this is a three-way switch. You got the two brass terminals and the one black common terminal and the green ground screw. And the first thing we're going to do in this particular case, we're going to take care of the neutral, because the neutral is just going into the back of the box. Okay, we'll put it in the lever connector and just push it into the back of the box. So that is now ready for a smart switch that happens to need a neutral. Okay, so now we'll do the grounds. This is a bonding wire that bonds this box to the grounding system of the house. So we're going to use a 3-lever wire connector, lever connector they call them, and put it in there like that. Okay, now this is the little pigtail that goes to the 3-way switch. Put it in all the way, bring it down, test them out. Okay, so this will go in the back of the box. So here's our blue common wire, and we're going to take that to the black common terminal right here. So like that. Now we have a choice as to whether we want the red on the top and the black on the bottom, or vice versa. It all depends on the way you like your switching, and it doesn't really matter. Either way you put if you put the red down here and the black down here, if you put the black up here and the red down here, it's still going to work. It's still going to work as a three-way switch, but it does it a little differently. So today I'm going to cross them, where the red will be here and the red will be here, and the black will be here and the black will be here. So I'll go ahead and put the black right here, right in there, tighten it down securely. Okay, and then the red will go right here like that. And we'll tighten it down securely. Before I cover this all up, let's go over the wiring. The first thing, we have traveler wires. I have them situated with the red on the top and the red on the bottom, the black on the bottom and on the top. They're crossways like that. I'll show you when I'm done what kind of pattern that makes, and it's preferred by some people. And so that's where the traveler wires go, the red and the black. Okay, let's switch it over to the other side. We've got the ground wire. And the ground wire. Now the ground wires all hooked together. These are bonding wires that bond to these metal boxes. Okay, we got a ground wire that comes in here for the power. We have a ground wire that goes to the light. And they all hook together right here. This big 5 connector, lever connector in the back, and we just push that back in the back. And neutrals, if you notice, they're not used over here, so this neutral is just in the back of the box. This neutral is the return path for power for this light, so it's got to go to the light. So it gets hooked up right here. See, we got a 3 connector. One of them goes over here for later possible use. Another one is coming from below, which is the line wire, the line cable in that case, and then we have the neutral going to the light, and that goes in the back of the box. So that's our neutral and the ground. Okay, and then we have the wire right here. This goes to the common terminal. The load leaves from right here. The load goes through here and out here and up to the light. The light is the load. You hook up right here to the common terminal, and you hook it to the black that comes down from the light, because your light is the load. So that's how we do it. So our next step is to use some black electrician's tape. And my last video, a gentleman wrote in and said, you know, don't use electrician tape, it increases the heat. And that's absolutely true. If you were to not tighten these securely, if you have a loose terminal, this tape will increase the heat. But if everything's tightened nicely, it won't, and it is protection from these terminals hitting the metal box or hitting another wire. So I strongly recommend taping your terminals. So now I have the tape on both of the 3-way switches, and I put the bud plates on. We're done with the wiring now, and the circuit breaker is back on. So let's say you're walking into this doorway of the room, you turn the light on, and you walk over here to the other doorway, you turn the light off, you walk out, finish doing what you're doing, turn on, walk over here, turn off. We try different sequences. Okay, we're working good. I mentioned earlier that we crossed the traveler wires. Let's see how that affects our switching sequences. So what that does is when these switches are depressed at the top, both at the top, it's off. depressed both at the bottom, it's off. You got one depressed and one depressed like that, it's on. On, on, there's off, there's off. That's back on. I'll put links in my video description for the Fluke 117 electrician's meter, Klein wire strippers, Knipex long nose pliers, the Volt Claw, the Fluke voltage detector, Gardner Bender lock nut wrenches, and the Ideal lever connectors. Thanks! I hope this video was helpful.